March was Women's History Month, a time to study, observe, and celebrate the vital role of women in American history. In the workforce, great strides have been made in the area of gender equality over the past several decades. But issues such as gender wage gap persist. Joining me today to discuss these issues is Julie Tanaro, Community Partner Coordinator with CareerTEAM, the direct services provider of the Kentucky Career Center Lincoln Trail. Julie, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm interested to hear what you got to say about this topic.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So how would you say the status of women in the workforce has changed over the past few decades?
Well, it's changed in several ways. One major way is the amount of women who are family breadwinners has dramatically increased. For example, some of the latest research is from 2017. Married women accounted for almost 40% of mothers whose earnings were the primary support for their families. So that's a pretty big increase. And also more women are taking on leadership positions.
Yeah, I can tell you, on a personal note, my wife's a breadwinner in this house. She took on a leadership role years ago in finance, and that allows me to do the things that I do, and I think it's absolutely great. So what issues remain at the forefront regarding gender equality in the workforce?
Well, a pretty big one is the gender wage gap. It remains a very pressing issue, especially here in Kentucky. Here in our state, women make 80 cents on the dollar compared with men, women who work full-time compared with men who work full-time. And that's data from 2018 from the Institute for Women's Policy Research. And if that current trend continues, Kentucky would not see equal pay between men and women until 2069.
So what are some factors that contributed to this gender wage gap?
There are many. Women often take on greater responsibilities regarding parenthood than their male counterparts. Not always, but often. Leaving the workforce or cutting back on work hours can interrupt the momentum of career development and progression. A lot of women face that obstacle. This leads to more obstacles in reaching comparable levels of salary and promotion as their male counterparts who have remained in the workforce.
So what are some practical ways to address this issue?
Well, when it comes to the issues of women cutting hours or leaving the workforce due to familial obligations, a lot can be done from an employer's perspective. For example, they can offer more flexible time off options for family issues, longer maternity leave, more opportunities for remote or hybrid work and childcare options. Employers can also put more of an emphasis on actual work accomplished as opposed to an employee's ability to put in more overtime, for example. And in terms of women being underrepresented in certain fields, there really should be more programming to encourage women and girls to pursue STEM careers. Mentorship among women in these fields can make a huge difference. Listening better, their coworkers, especially their male coworkers, listening better and learning not to stereotype are things that can be emphasized through education and awareness in the workplace. And of course, the Kentucky Career Center at Lincoln Trail is also a great regional resource for job assistance, resume preparation, mock interviews, training and tuition assistance, career workshops, and more.
Awesome. Well, Julie, thank you for being with us today to share your insights on these important issues. I appreciate you taking the time with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So again, that's Julie, and you can get more information about all of this by going to the Kentucky Career Center Lincoln Trail's website. That is ltcareercenter.org. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.